What's up YouTube? I'm Valentin the Mad, and this is a Gore review of Fallout New Vegas. This is a review I was planning to do for a while, and with the announcement of Fallout 4 Only 3 and the November release date, I thought that now would be a good time to go back and cause some bloody mess in New Vegas. Keep in mind that I'm reviewing a modified game. The mods I'm using are enhanced blood textures by the Defender 1 that improves the looks of body wound and blood splatter decals, and realistic weapon damages by ranks that mostly fixes the issue of characters being bullet sponges. Mostly. I highly recommend playing with those mods installed. You can find the link to the Nexus pages in the video description. So how gory is Fallout New Vegas? Let's find out. I'll be reviewing every aspect of the game's gore effects, and the score will be set based on 4 categories: body damage, environment, animations and sounds, the fuel. The head and the limbs can be dismembered or destroyed, and each limb has 1 point of amputation. The looks of dismemberment are not too bad, though it looks kind of weird with this thin layer of muscle, or whatever the hell that is. Also, there is almost no blood splatter around the amputation. Even when dismembered to the max, the bodies look too damn clean. Destroying the head or a limb is great in New Vegas. Blowing a head up spreads brain matter and other pieces of the head on the surroundings. Most notable ones are the eyes and this beautiful piece of the jaw. A destroyed limb will spread some chunks on the environment too. The best thing about it is that they actually stay there. In most games, you will see those pieces flying out, landing on the ground and disappearing after 5 seconds or less. In New Vegas, they will stay for as long as the body stays, and bodies stay for a very long time. The same is true for dismembered heads and limbs as well. The biggest issue is that there are not enough pieces spread on the environment. This issue can be gloriously solved by more gore mode, also by the Defender 1. The problem is that more gore mode conflicts with realistic weapon damages, so you can have both and will have to choose one of them. As for non-dismemberment damage, you have decals for bullet wounds, cuts, blunt damage and claw attacks. The looks of body wound decals is one of the features of enhanced blood textures mod. They are much bigger and gorier than what we have by default. Not the goriest I have seen, but they definitely deliver. There are a few issues though, there always are. First, the head never receives any non-dismemberment damage at all, so unless it gets cut off or destroyed, you will see no response. This may relate to the fact that without mods every character is a terrible bullet sponge and can survive several headshots and keep attacking you, so it wouldn't make much sense for them to run at you with a hole in their head. On the other hand, it shouldn't work like that in the first place. Also, characters wearing armor and certain outfits will have no decals on them. It's not a rare bug, you will see this happen very often in the game. The armor issue might be fixed in Fallout 4. From the footage I have seen, the game will feature breakable armor. To what extent? We'll find out in the Gore review. But why there are no decals for this outfit, that is beyond me. As for the flamethrower, there is no visible body damage whatsoever, and enemies are absolutely indifferent to burning. So I won't be exaggerating when I say that this is one of the worst flamethrowers I have ever seen in gaming. You have blood splatter for the various attacks, and that's about it. This is how it works. You get 1 stain for a regular wound and 2 or 3 stains for amputation. The issue is that when the character is killed, the body falls away from those stains, and since blood doesn't keep spilling, the splatter and the location of the body usually just don't look right. I'm not even going to talk about blood spinning effects disappearing into nowhere, or pieces of destroyed heads lying on absolutely clean environments. Those are issues I'm discussing when a game has semi-decent splatter mechanics, so I can base my suggestion on what the game already has. In this case, the blood spinning mechanics just need to be scrapped and rewritten entirely. Now how is the mess in the long term? Very good actually. Bodies stay for a really long time by default, and the Nexus page for enhanced butt textures has a guide on how to make decals, both on the body and on the environment, stay for a long time as well. The config won't make them permanent, but they stay long enough to never disappear right in front of you, which is fine by me. It's kind of amusing that in a game where the splatter is done so badly, the mess actually has an option to stay. As for the animations, there are no response animations to anything, except for when you cripple a body part. As for deaths, you get ragdolls. So yeah, you will be shooting characters and they won't even shrug it off. Just keep going like nothing happened. If you cripple a part of the body, you get a short animation and they are right back to chasing or shooting you. The only way to make characters limp and actually have any type of wounded behavior is to cripple their leg. So this means that you can shoot characters, and if you don't cripple anything, you will see no response and they could keep chasing you even if they have only one health point left. On the very impact of the next bullet, their programmed soul will leave the body and they will fall lifelessly. And as I mentioned previously, by default, every character is a bullet sponge in the game. Characters can survive several headshots and way too many bullets to the torso and the limbs. This is mostly improved by realistic weapon damages mod. A fight with an average grunt will make more sense and you can drop them in 2 or 3 shots. But you will still run into terrible bullet sponges in the game, despite the mod. His head is crippled after 2 direct headshots. Are you fucking kidding me? Those games of health points, armor and damage values butcher the experience. There is nothing fun at shooting 10 bullets to kill a character, because he has a big health bar and some badass armor. This is a role-playing game is not an excuse. Bullets need to be bullets, damage has to make sense, and behavior needs to change as characters are getting wounded. This is one more thing that I hope will be entirely redone in Fallout 4. Gut feeling says it most likely won't be changed much, but I'll stay positive. As for the sounds, you have response sounds on impact, characters react to pain and comment on what's going on. The response sounds are not bad at all. You have that cool sound for destroying heads. Blood spraying on limb amputation doesn't sound bad at all. And you have the appropriate sounds for melee attacks. Characters react to pain and comment on what's going on. The sounds are technically there, but there's not much variety to them, and they sound kind of boring.
This is hopeless!
Well, the feel is not good at all. The body damage is the best thing about the gore system in this game, and that is basic dismemberment and half-functional wound decals. The environment is done badly, and the response to damage in the animations department is terrible with pretty much no redeemers. The VAT system for aiming does help the combat feel less awful, but most of the damage response mechanics are just bad in this game. So the score for body damage is 10 out of 30. The score for environment is 13 out of 30. The score for animations and sounds is 11 out of 30. I give the feel a score of 3 out of 10. So this gives Fallout New Vegas' gore system a total score of 37 out of 100. Fallout New Vegas is not a game I would buy for the gore. It's definitely a good open world experience, but almost everything regarding the combat is very lacking. Hopefully, Fallout 4 will do a better job with this. It will certainly be interesting to review it and see what will be improved over New Vegas. Hope you enjoyed watching the review, let me know how you feel in the comment section, and if you liked the video, subscribe and share it with your friends. You can find the link to all of my Gore reviews in the video description. Until next time.